Saturday night barn burner live stream. How's it going out there? Got all my Anthology items laid out here. Have an extra large sweatshirt, brand new, never used, 28 years old, over 28 years old. It's got the Best Buy. This is the one I've had for a while that I wear. And we're going to give a sweatshirt away with 3 difficult, well, they're not too difficult. One is trivia questions concerning the Beatles Anthology. We got Sticker Teenager here. He's 14. What's it like to be 14?
Terrible.
Terrible? What's wrong with it?
I don't like it.
You don't like it? You'd rather be 13?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the picture that's on my eBay Sticker Mania? Show my...
This one?
Yeah. The picture that's still on there on my Sticker Mania 2853 eBay store is you on the beach at Daytona when you're 3 years old. Can you believe that?
Polly said, "Hi everyone." Gordon said, "Welcome family. Jesus is Lord." Over your family.
We got Sticker Granddaughter reading the messages.
Thomas Crook said, "Hello, Sticker family."
How you doing, Thomas Crook? How you doing, Polly? How you doing?
Danny Goldstein said, "Hello all."
Danny Goldstein.
Gordon Teats was the other.
All right, going to clear this table off.
Little Beatles Corner said, "Hello to all."
How you doing, Patricia? So we got this just sold today. Original display for free as a bird. You know that they may do a new version of this later on this year in free love with the MAL technology that Peter Jackson has. But this sold for $200 today. For free as a bird. It's got a sealed cassette and a sealed CD. And the 7-inch 45 release of Free as a Bird in there. One of the questions has something to do with Free as a Bird. We got the 1996 sealed Laserdisc box set. It's got, I'm pretty sure it's got 8 Laserdisc in there.
Novus Nick said, "Hi Frank."
How you doing, Novus Nick?
T-shirt Express said, "Hi guys."
T-shirt Express. He was on our birthday bash for Mikey Arugula last week.
Yep.
We got the Anthology box set that came out in 1996. Got the hype sticker on there. Had this several times. And got the DVD that came out in 2003. It has the last one has a extended special features on the last DVD. You put that away. Some notes tonight. Abbey Road is back on the charts. Somebody did a TGR did a video on that, but he didn't realize the reason that Abbey Road's back on the charts is because that Paul McCartney on Saturday Night Live, where he did the last part, Golden Slumbers and the end on Saturday Night Live. But it's on the top 200 on the Billboard charts, and it's on album sale charts. I think it's on 4 different charts. Paul McCartney is going to release a new book November 4th of Wings, the story of a band on the run. So that'll be a big book. It'll be an interesting read. What do you think about that? Chappell Roan today she won 2 awards at the Brit Awards today. She won International Artist of the Year and International Song of the Year with Good Luck Babe. Can I have the Good Luck Babe single? And the singles.
Oops.
All right, and the album, please. So Good Luck Babe is the International Song of the Year at the Brit Awards. And Pink Pony Club is 3 this week on the Billboard UK charts, but Messi is going down, and Not Like Us is starting to run out of steam. It's possible that Pink Pony Club will go to number 1 in the United Kingdom next week. Not bad for a song that's 6 years old. All right, can you put those back? Careful. Everything can't be done in one hand. One other thing about Chappell Roan, the unitard that she wore in the Hot to Go video last year was auctioned off in Los Angeles yesterday for the wildfire relief, and they estimated it would sell for $2,000. What do you think it sold for? $89,000, the highest item in the auction last week in Los Angeles, I think at Julian's Auctions. The outfit she wore sold for $89,000. One other thing on the Brit Awards today, the Song of the Year went to Charlie XCX with the song Guess. And Tate McRae, they think she's 21 years old. They think she might go straight to number 1 on the Billboard charts next week. And she's going to be on Saturday Night Live here in a little bit. And the host is going to be Shane Gillis.
Joseph Mantino said, hello, Sticker family. Ringo's album is still number 1 on UK
Country charts.
A Little Beatles Corner said that's nice that she did that for charity.
Yeah. That's most of my notes. I got a lot of things to show tonight. One other thing, somebody on a YouTube channel put ranked the top 5 Beatle concerts, and they had number 5, Ed Sullivan, 1965. Number 4, Hollywood Bowl, 1964. Number 3 was Candlestick Park, 1966, their last show in America. Number 2, they had Budokan Hall, 1966 in Japan. And number 1 was Shea Stadium, 1965. What do you think of that ranking? Today on eBay, I won a Shea Stadium ticket stub that I offered to buy last week, and he kept turning my offer down. I had an offer of over $500 for the ticket stub and the 3 photos from the concert goer from their seat. And I end up winning it for $370 tonight. So he should have took my offer. Okay, let's start showing some things. What do you think, Sticker Kid? You gonna help me out?
No.
Nope. Sticker,
Uncle
teenager.
Uncle Paul, Beatles Pop Playhouse said good evening.
How you doing, Paul? I talked to you earlier today.
The Little Beatles Corner said the best show was the one you were at.
The best show was
the one you were at. It's saying if you were at the show, that was the best one.
Yeah, Mikey's favorite show was 1966. Mikey Arugula, his favorite Beatles concert would have been the one he went to at Shea Stadium, 1966. Mikey Arugula, we're going to have our next Beatles, Every Little Thing Beatles episode 4 on March 12th. We're going to have a special guest. It's going to be Barbara, the Beatles dress lady that was on our live stream last Saturday night, birthday party. Mikey wants us to do it a little later in the evening, so we're going to do it at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on March 12th. We better wait on the trivia question for a little bit. Show me that, what I got from Uncle Paul. We were talking about Uncle Paul. Got this from Uncle Paul. I'll show the short of it. Somebody got upset because I opened it up, but I just wanted to show what was inside it. I was real careful how I opened it up. The Beatles Collection River Group from 1993. So this would be over 30 years old, this display. Perfect condition, never put together. It's got the telephone booth thing in there, and then in the bottom it's got 6 full cases of. See if you can pull one of those out. 6 full cases of trading cards, 10-pack trading cards. That's what they look like. So thanks, Uncle Paul. He had put that in the storage for a long time. Put that over in the corner. Put that away. Somebody got upset. You can't open things that are sealed that long. I said, well, I can if I want.
What do you want to do?
Put
it in.
the flap in there.
Uncle Paul said they look great.
All right, we got to see it. So thanks, Uncle Paul. He had that in storage for a long time, and he sold it to me. Liven up a bit, buddy.
Don't touch me.
Liven up. All right. Any questions before I start showing things?
Cheer up.
Can you put the this over there?
I wanna wear it.
No,
It's
it's
a
brand new.
giveaway.
It's a giveaway.
Where?
All right. Where do we start? Let's start with butcher covers. Got these 2 in the last few days. A West Coast with an excellent peel, number 6 from Los Angeles. It doesn't have the purple tone added, so it's a more realistic colors on the Beatles' faces. And got this today. This is a 4-state butcher cover that came from Scranton, Pennsylvania. That means the butcher's not underneath it, but it's in perfect shape in the factory shrink, and it's got the promo drilled punch there on the side. That's why they originally did promos in 1966. And even the inner sleeve has a promo punched right through the sleeve. So that's pretty cool. And if you put these 2 side by side, you'll see that the butcher cover was trimmed 3/16 of an inch, so they know it in inventory purposes. Where's the magical mystery tour I got that's drilled? Right, no, not seeing it. Got another German True Stereo A1B3 from 1977 in today. That's up on my Sticker Mania 2853 store. It's got B3 on the B side. Sticker Mania 2853 is my eBay store, and my email through my YouTube channel is Mr_Stickermania@yahoo.com. Any questions out there? So I put up this video of 2 artists that were on top of the charts when John Lennon met Paul McCartney for the first time in July of 1957. Number 1 on the UK charts in 1956 was Rock Island Line by the Lonnie Donegan Skiffle Group. Lonnie Donegan Skiffle Group. This is in hardly played, excellent condition. This is a 78 RPM 10-inch record in the original Decca Company sleeve. Put that up on my Sticker Mania 2853 store tomorrow for $100, unless somebody wants it right away. But that's the first issue of Rock Island Line. And Robert Plant said in the Becoming Led Zeppelin documentary that once he heard this song and heard Little Richard, he knew what his life was going to be in music. Changed everything for him in the Beatles. This was number top of the charts at the same time, 1957. And the first song is Long Tall Sally. Somebody's already bought that from me for $110. The other Lonnie Donegan songs that were big hits was Lost John and Jack of Diamonds. And the novelty song, Does Your Chewing Gum Lose Its Flavor on the Bedpost Overnight? And then the song that was on top of the charts in 1957, when John Lennon met Paul McCartney, was Putting on the Style. Because John Lennon performed that song that day that Paul saw John Lennon's Skiffle group play. Putting on the Style. All right, let's put those away. What's going on, sticker kid? You want to take a break?
No. Well, yeah. I want to take a break forever.
You can't take a break forever.
Why not?
All right. Magical Mystery Tour. Talking about another one I got of the promo collection today. In '67, they drilled free in the corner there as a promo instead of a promo like the yesterday and today has promo and this has free. So if you got a punch hole, a drill hole, that's not really a promo in the 60s. This is a real promo when they drilled free in the corner like that. And the early pressings of Magical Mystery Tour had the psychedelic inner sleeve like Sgt. Pepper did. You put your head up there, buddy.
KRWD says it does lose its flavor and gathers dust too.
What,
Hi,
bubblegum?
Frank. Yeah.
All right. Beatles Golden Oldies. Meet the Beatles.
Chill, boy.
Can you go give me a water? Go up behind us. Don't photobomb me now.
I don't want to. You don't have to. In your seat.
Meet the Beatles. Got this yesterday. January 10th, Meet the Beatles, number 3 from Scranton. All the early pressings came from Scranton. Still in the Sears baggie because they didn't seal those in the early 60s. You can see in the Beatles documentary where that store owner is selling them as fast as he can out of the box of 25, and they weren't factory sealed. And it's the first pressing that's got no copyright credits on the labels. It was the first 200,000 were pressed that way before there was a mistake, and only probably 10% of them were stereo. Can't be too many of those left.
Go sit down. I'm scared. No, go sit down. Go sit down.
You saw my Christmas album I had from the United Kingdom, From Then to You. Thank you. You can take a break.
I'm waiting for you.
You can come back when we do our trivia question.
KRWD says, I miss the old Sears. You could get just about anything at Sears.
Yep. Sears had their record department up there on floor 2, I think. So you see my From Then to You, my UK 1970 Christmas album. And I just got this in another perfect condition in the factory shrink from the USA Beatles Fan Club 1970. Got to be able to see Ringo's eyes on this bottom picture to be real. And you got to have the small indentation on the label. There's a lot of counterfeits of this pressing. This is the real deal, though. The small indentation, the original fan club issue that's on my Stickermania 2853 store for $400. And talking about something I sold today, the Beatles White Album. So I sold, somebody wanted me to sell this to him for $400 last week. My Rutherford Chang sealed, they only made 800 of these in 2013. I said there can't be too many of these left in the world, factory sealed, of the Rutherford Chang limited edition, the Man We Buy White Albums. So that sold for $500 today on my Stickermania 2853 eBay store. So that's going out on Monday. Got this original issue from Christmas of 1966 in the United Kingdom. A collection of Beatle oldies. They released Rubber Soul and Revolver earlier in the year. Well, Rubber Soul was 65 Christmas, and then the summer was Revolver. And they didn't have an album to release for the Christmas season of 66, what they usually always did, so they put out this collection of Beatle oldies. This original issue on the Parlophone label, with the sold in the UK on the label.
Daniel Castillo asked, is your guest only showing dresses? I would assume no. I would assume
What are we talking about?
Barbara, she just can't be showing whatever she has.
Yeah, she has a lot of Beatle collectibles besides the dresses. She's got a whole side there of all the lunch boxes and all kinds of things. Let's show the lunch box while I'm talking about that. Haven't sold these yet. I'm gonna put this on my eBay store, I guess, tomorrow night. My near mint set of the 1965 Aladdin. I don't know why somebody asked if this is complete. It's complete. And in like new old store stock condition, the thermos, made in Nashville, Tennessee, and the 1965 girls brunch bag. Guys, be careful putting that over there, please.
Done.
Barbara said yes. We'll discuss whatever you guys wanna talk about.
All right. We'll come up with a theme next week, Barbara, and let you know. I got to get with Mr. Mikey Arugula.
What did I do, Daniel?
There's an 8-track tape of the Beatles.
Hold on, we did.
Daniel
A collection
Castillo
of
said
Beatle oldies. And this one has a Venezuela down there on the label. Yeah, what's a quick message?
You come across a lot of those lunchboxes, but they sold many.
They sold many, but there's not too many in the world that are near mint. There can't be more than a couple dozen left in the world that are near mint. This is my talcum powder. This was found, Rick Ran and a couple of the, probably Jeff Osberger, found 2 warehouse finds, 2 full cases, I think were 40 each in a case in the 1980s, and they were selling this at the Fest for Beatle fans. And I got a hold of one of these in Chicago. This is in perfect shape. It's full of talc powder. Once you took the talcum powder out there, you would have little dents. This one's in perfect shape. And it's on my Stickermania 2853 store. I think I sent an offer for $444. This is one of the first Beatles memorabilia items that came out in England in 1963. Look how young they look on that photo. Got another set of Remco dolls. These are the hard body ones. And then we'll do our trivia question. We got at least 20 people watching when we do our trivia question. Do we?
Huh?
Do we at least have 20 watching?
We got 27 in there.
27. We'll do the trivia question here in a second then. Remco dolls. This is the hard body dolls. If you notice, they got real thick eyebrows on the hard body dolls. There's the John Lennon. Then George Harrison. Those are the two hardest ones to find. And then the more common ones, of course, they made a lot of Ringo and Paul. All right, let's do our 3 trivia questions. We're going to be ending this at right on time so I can see Saturday Night Live tonight. All right, bring up that sweatshirt up here.
Washing up.
I got it. All right, we ready for our 3 trivia questions? Extra large shirt in perfect, sweatshirt in perfect condition. It's got the Best Buy and the Apple and the Turner Home Entertainment on the side and Capitol Video. Here is my question. What was the original? You got to have all 3 of your answers in one message to win. What was the original title of the anthology project that Neil Aspinall put together in the 1970s? That's the first question. Second question, at what time did Best Buy open their stores on the evening of November 20th so you could buy the Anthology 1 CD and album set when it was first released? What time did Best Buy open up? And the third question is a little difficult. You had to watch the TV broadcast to know the answer to this, not the DVD set. It's different than the DVD set or the VHS. You would have had to watch the TV broadcast to know the answer to this. What Beatles song outtake was being played right before, when they had the countdown before the premiere of Free as a Bird? There was another Beatles outtake song they were playing in the video on the Anthology TV broadcast right before Free as a Bird was played for the very first time to the world.
Check Uncle Paul.
What Beatles song outtake? That's the third one. What's Uncle Paul say?
Does he even have all of them?
No.
He does.
Oh. Uncle Paul wins. Boy, you got it quick. You must have done your research, Uncle Paul. So the original title of the anthology project was Long and Winding Road, and they were going to call it that when it got to the into the 90s when they're putting it together, but George Harrison vetoed it because he didn't think the title should be a Paul McCartney song for the anthology. So he's the one that said no, Long and Winding Road could not be it. What time did Best Buy open up? I went to Best Buy that night to buy the Anthology 1. They opened at midnight. All the Best Buys opened at midnight. And they were open for an hour or two where you could buy the CD set and the album for the first time on the evening of November 20th. And Uncle Paul, I can't believe you must have seen the
He said
Beatles.
I watched it originally, and he says he still has the VHS recordings.
All right. That's Uncle Paul, you're one of the few people I think would know the answer to that. So Penny Lane is a song that the outtake was being played in the video of Penny Lane before the count, right when they had the countdown before Free as a Bird was played for the first time. So Uncle Paul, good job. I'll be sending a sweatshirt out to you. I hope you don't have it.
Daniel said Uncle Paul has watched everything Beatles related.
Yeah, Uncle Paul, what was it, on February 7th, that weekend, a few weekends ago, he, for hours and hours, he watched everything to do with the Beatles coming to America. All right, that trivia question didn't last very long. I guess I gotta make them a little more difficult.
He said, I don't have the promo t-shirt.
All right. Rock Band 2009. I'm gonna need some help on this.
You got it.
Rock Band had a midnight launch also at the GameStop stores. This is the smaller poster. And from Harry's Music, I got a larger one. They were releasing Rock Band that night on September 8th, 2009. Line starts at 10 p.m. And here's the larger one. I'm gonna need some help. This is big. Got this from Harry. That's pretty cool.
All right, here. Give me the bottom, and I'll take that top and lay it down towards you so you can see that angle. Go down a little more. Down a little more. There you go. They can kind of see that.
Say pre-order the Beatles Rock Band and get 3 free game song downloads from the album release.
Read Daniel's comment.
Daniel Castillo said, I wonder if the Rock Band game sold well. They were planning on releasing a Zeppelin and Pink Floyd Rock Band canceled.
Maybe it didn't sell that much if they canceled the Pink Floyd. If you can't sell with the Beatles, you'd be scared to release in another group. Whole lot of love. Led Zeppelin 1, Led Zeppelin 2.
He said he bought the game and enjoyed it.
Yeah, I never played the Rock Band game. So I got the Led Zeppelin turquoise, and they were having a talk about this the other day on Concert Buddy's channel, and they were saying that other pressings, Jason Rohal said other pressings sound better than the very first turquoise. This is a 4th issue, A1B1 with the corrected matrix, in my opinion. Sounds better than the first issue of the turquoise. But I said, well, the Led Zeppelin turquoise is a historical artifact. And that's what makes it more valuable than any other pressing. But I did sell one of these today for $300. United Kingdom, which I think is the very best pressing ever of Led Zeppelin 1. I've been getting into Led Zeppelin 1 so much more now because of going to the documentary Becoming Led Zeppelin.
Daniel Costello said, I bought the game and enjoyed it.
We said that already.
Kylo Foster said, I missed your sticker many. I still remember that day, 090909.
All right.
Nicole.
Yep. Nicole's here.
Nicole said, I came in here late. Tell me about the posters against the wall.
About the posters on the wall?
Yeah.
Somebody else was interested in these today too. These are the original 1967 look posters from the United States that were sold through the January 1968 Look magazine. All 4 of these, plus the blue poster up here, price is $750 shipped in a heavy duty poster tube. They got a little bit of rolling wear and there's no tears, but there's a few tape stains on the corners. $750. First person that gets a hold of me says they want it. We'll ship them out. I got a special heavy duty professional poster tube to ship them in. I guess that answers your question on the look posters. I put this up on my Sticker Mania 2853 store, a Led Zeppelin 2 RLSS on both sides from Monarch at $999. I got a VIP 16.5 record cleaner in that I put this through, and it really sounds powerful. No skips. The way you want to hear it. Monarch pressing, that's the best pressing ever of Led Zeppelin 2. Out there in LA, where the factory was only a couple blocks away from Peter Grant's office, and he would visit there quite routinely to make sure they were making the best pressings ever of Led Zeppelin albums. $999. That has a hype sticker on the back and the hype sticker for a whole lot of love on the front. All right. What else we got? Beatles. We're over a half hour, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Beatles.
11:07.
Beatles box from Liverpool. Got another one of these in today from England, 1981. It's the hasn't split there on the top hinge there on the box. Most of them are split. And the only record that I can see that has any playware is record 1. Record 2 looks unplayed and has HTM in the dead wax. Harry T. Moss recut these. This is an audiophile pressing box set. Would sell this for $200 shipped. It's got, the pictures are right there. Paul's playing left-handed and John's playing right. Only one time have I ever had this box set where the picture was inverted. Beatles from Liverpool, audiophile box set from 1981, where they had Harry T. Moss went into the master tapes and came up with new cuts on a lot of these tracks. They say Andrew from Polygram's auction says the Strawberry Fields Forever on this box set is probably the best sounding version ever of the Strawberry Fields Forever. What else do you want to see? Wings Out, they're talking about the Band on the Run. The new book coming out. This is a this is the archive box set of Paul McCartney Wings Over America. And I saw the show when he was at Chicago Stadium in 1976. And in my opinion, it's the best concert I've ever been to in my lifetime. Paul was at his peak. Was he like 33, 34 years old? What a show. I know the rock show has some sweetening to it, but it's a heck of a video. So I don't know how the when they have this book come out, The Band on the Run, about the Wings, this is when they were at their height, in my opinion, when they toured America in 1976. Didn't get much better than that. It's like Beatles for Sale. They were all pretty much done on muscle memory. You listen to this, the covers, and I Don't Want to Spoil the Party, Every Little Thing, Babies in Black, No Reply. What an album. I know it was rushed. They didn't have much time to record it. It still stands up in my opinion. It shows how good the Beatles are right before they did Rubber Soul and Revolver.
Patricia wants to know, do you think the Liverpool box set is worth getting on CD?
Probably, but I don't know if that's official. Because it only came out in 1981 in England on cassettes and albums. I think the CD is not an official release.
And then Polly wants to know how much for the Wings Over America.
The archive?
Yeah.
I haven't put that up on my Sticker Mania 2853 store yet, but I'd sell it at $100, and it's a heavy book. I'd sell it at $150 shipped. It's in perfect shape. In the shrink. $150 shipped.
Juan Jose Rodriguez Diaz said, did you see Harrison on tour?
I did not see Harrison on the 1974 tour, the Dark Horse tour. You know why they call it the Dark Horse tour? Because his voice was pretty well shot at that time. Revolver, we talked about the Beatles for sale, but the revolver's where it all came to fruition. This is a 1966 pressing from England, mono. No, this isn't a -1. They only lasted a couple days with the outtake for Tomorrow Never Knows. This is a -2. But that's the way to hear Revolver in the true mono mixes. Talk about audiophile pressing. Somebody agreed the other day on Concert Buddy. This is an audiophile pressing. The best of Dave Clark 5 and all true stereo from 1970. I sold probably 10 of these in the last year.
Someone asked, will you be watching the Oscars?
Watching the Oscars? Yeah, I want to see if Timothy Chalamet wins the Oscar for The Complete Unknown. Talked about Little Richard. I got a bunch of reel-to-reels coming in. This is the only one I have right now. Abbey Road, 7.5 inches per second on Ampex. But I got a rubber sole. I got a yesterday and today on 7.5 with all true stereo mixes coming in. And I got the Beatles Volume 1 and Volume 2 from 1969. I'll have it, should have it for next Wednesday. That's got the Paul is Dead edits. 7 of them on Volume 1 and Volume 2. The only official release ever in the world to have Paul is Dead edits on the release. I don't know how that happened, but there was just so much rumors at the time that they, Capitol put Paul is Dead edits on the Beatles White Album. What have we not shown? Got this collection of I magazines the other day. I showed that in one of my shorts. This is the one that's worth the most. It's got the Beatles Yellow Submarine poster in the middle. This is from August of 1968. And you can see the poster is still attached there in the middle. You got Paul and John there on one side and Ringo and George on the other. That is up on my Sticker Mania 2853 store. I think I sent an offer out on this at $122 yesterday. CDs in 1987. This is the way they came out in the long boxes. This is the Abbey Road, still sealed in the long box. The original price of Turtles was $15.99. You know these 1987 CDs were mastered, cut from the original master tapes. They're the best sounding CDs ever, the ones that came out in 1987.
Daniel wants to know, you got any issues of the Queen magazine?
No issues of the Queen magazine. That'd be new to me. These the very first issues were put out in mono on the Please Please Me, and the first compact discs were made in West Germany. But after a few months, then they were made in the United States.
It was a popular UK magazine in the 60s.
And this, the Queen?
Yeah, Queen magazine.
Queen.
Yeah, like Queen of England.
I know the I magazine, or the I magazines were made by the Hearst Corporation and lasted a couple years, but I'll have to look into the Queen. I do not know about that. What else you guys want to see or talk about here to finish this off? Beatles came to America. This is the first way they promoted them. Capitol Records spent a lot of money to promote them. They put out these stickers. They told the Capitol reps to put these stickers everywhere. They put a lot of them on the Meet the Beatles albums. In the first magazine that came out, that was called this National News, Beatlemania Sweeps the U.S. And they rush released this so quick. They had the names wrong. They got Paul as John, and they got George as Paul. Didn't even know the real names when they put this together. They got Alan Livingston with the Beatles wig, all the executives there in the picture.
Daniel said the Queen issues sell for a lot, so I don't know. You have to look into that and see what he's selling about.
We'll look into that. All right, talked about the posters. You know about my mirror up there from 1977, my rubber sole mirror. This here, see if you can show this.
I know, because you ain't got.
This here may not have this up much longer. This original display to buy Beatle albums in stores in the United States at Christmas 1969. It says, hung up for a gift, give the Beatles. This is real fragile. It's got Magical Mystery, Revolver, Yellow Submarine, Rubber Soul, Sgt. Pepper, the White Album, a number of White Album, and Abbey Road on the top. Pretty cool display. Got this from Joe Hilton that does Beatle Bay. Oh,
So Patricia said Ringo was reading a Queen magazine in a Hard Day's Night movie.
Oh, okay.
So
I haven't watched Hard Day's Night in a while. I need to. I need to be like Uncle Paul, and when it's the anniversary, bring out those things and watch them. So with that, those two promo albums, that collection I got today, I got all these in the original factory shrink. I got the Beatles' second album, a mono, perfect shape. Now I just got to match it with some of my extra excellent condition mono records from '64. I got a Beatles Something New. You don't get much whiter than that from 1964. This is a no number on this one. This one was a number 6 LA pressing. So I'm not sure if this is East Coast or West Coast on the Something New. I've got a Beatles 6 from Los Angeles, number 6, a stereo. And yes, this has C label for correct playing order. They didn't have the titles in the right order there on the back on the very first issues.
one of them said, which is the last item you have bought in a garage sale?
In a garage sale, back in the 70s, I used to find some things in a garage sale, but I've never found anything. That's when people were selling the Beatles collections pretty cheap, when the Beatles were out of favor in the 70s. But starting in the 80s, it all changed.
Brad Parnell said, did you ever have any of the records that came on the back of the cereal boxes? You had?
Yeah. I got some Archies and Monkeys. They're not in here today, but Uncle Paul's got some Monkeys records, still the full box from Post Cereals from the early 1970s. He showed them in one. So check out Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse and check out the episode where he talks about those cereal records. It's pretty interesting. All right, we showed that. We showed those. Showed the Little Richard and Lonnie Donegan. Got this Rolling Stones album of
Trash to treasure is what Uncle Paul said.
Trash to Treasure. That's what you need to check out. Uncle Paul's Pop Beatles Playhouse. Check out his episode of Trash to Treasure.
No, it's Beatles Pop Playhouse.
Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse. I'll get it right. Sorry about that, Uncle Paul. So this is a factory seal 1986 of dirty work that's still in the red maroon factory shrink, and as soon as you take the shrink off, the album would turn to a blue. So that's pretty cool, I think. All right, I think that's about it. If we don't have any other questions today, so I can watch Saturday Night Live. We'll be on Wednesday. We'll be March 2nd, 3rd, about the 5th. March 5th at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And in a week and a half, we're going to do another Mikey Arugula Beatles with Every Little Thing Beatles episode 4 with Mikey Arugula and Barbara. So, so stay tuned and thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.